So welcome back to SDRTK, and today I have another video in my series looking at microphones for boom use. And today it's going to be the Audio-Technica AT2021. It's not an AT2041. What's a 2041? So I was going to pick up an Audio-Technica AT2021 for this comparison. Again, I'm trying a number of different pencil condenser microphones to look for one that might be the best for my use case as a boom mic. And when I was looking at it, I come across this 2041, and what it is a package. You get essentially the AT2020 and the AT2021 together, and add a little bit of a saving. And I'd planned to pick up an AT2020 anyways, so I thought I'd go with this package. So in this video, I'm going to unbox the AT2041 combination studio package, and we'll go ahead and we'll do some physical tests and audio tests on the AT2021. We'll do it close mic'd as I am here. Then we'll also do some audio tests with it in the boom position, and those will all be unprocessed audio. We'll compare it with a few other microphones for boom application, again as unprocessed audio. And finally, I'll go ahead and do a demonstration of what some processing sounds like on the AT2021. So we'll go ahead and unbox the Audio-Technica AT2041 set. Again, this has both the AT2020 and the AT2021 in it. So we'll open it up. Inside, looks like we have some instruction manuals, one for each microphone, warranty information, care information. So we'll put those to the side. A little bit of packaging on top. First, I'll take the 2020 out. And again, this is not the microphone that this video is looking at, but we will have another video coming soon with a better look at the AT2020 and see just why this microphone is so popular and has remained so for a long time. So really great build quality, I've got to say, on that mic. So now we'll pull out the 2021, and this is a very small microphone, as you can see, very small form factor. It's going to be great for using on a boom application, very light. If you're using a hand boom pole, it would be fantastic. Again, really solid construction as you'd expect. This is the mount for the 2020. Again, that'll be for a future video. And here we have the clip for the 2021, and it's about what you'd expect. Also in the package here, looks like we have at least one pouch, two pouches. Yeah, so we've got a pouch for each microphone here. That's great, so that'll protect both of them and keep the accessories together. So good to see that they've included everything. They haven't sort of skimped on anything in the studio package. And here we are on the Audio-Technica AT2021. I have it connected directly to my Focusrite Scarlett 8i6. I have the gain set at 1230. No processing being applied to this microphone. This is how it sounds out of the box. Of course, we'll test it later on in the boom position and see what it sounds like. But now let's take a quick look at the specs. Now this microphone is a fixed charge backplate, permanently polarized condenser microphone. It's a cardioid pickup pattern, and it has a frequency response of 30 to 20,000 hertz. Its sensitivity is rated at -39 dB with a max SPL of 145 dB. It has a self-noise of 19 dB, so pretty respectable. Dynamic range of 126 dB, phantom power 48 volts, of course, and has a weight of 83 grams. This definitely is a very small form factor microphone, very compact. And I will say that based on my monitoring, I can see that little boost in the upper range. I think a de-esser would very much help this microphone, but it shows us that on the frequency graph. I'll also say that I think this microphone may ultimately benefit from a high-pass filter, just looking at how that low-end response actually kind of comes back up. So we'll check that out. We'll try the handling noise. We'll see what happens. And because my application is going to be boom use, and if you use this as a boom mic, it may be handheld, handling noise may be important, so let's go ahead and check that out. I'm just going to go ahead and touch the microphone here, and we'll see what comes through. Definitely picking things up there. I'm going to tap on the boom arm. Pretty good when you get further back, but when you get up close, it really picks that up. And of course, that's on the included clip that comes with the microphone. Let's throw it on a shock mount and see if that makes any difference. And now I have the AT2021 placed in my Apex pencil microphone shock mount. So we'll see if this makes a difference. Now I'll just tap on that boom arm again. And that's really cut down a lot of the noise. So pretty decent. I mean, for a pencil microphone, you expect some handling noise, but the shock mount seems to do a nice job of cleaning that up. Okay, and now let's test the plosive rejection. Again, my intention is to use this as a boom microphone, so not really an issue. But some people do like this type of mic for use in a voiceover application, so we'll test it out. People. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that definitely very sensitive to picking up plosives. Let's try it with a pop filter. People, because. And yeah, that basically cleaned it up completely as far as my monitoring goes. So if you want to use this microphone in kind of a voiceover application, you're going to need a pop filter. And after the plosives test, we could probably say that using this for proximity is not the best idea, but I'll try and get up close on the microphone talking across it to avoid plosives. And so if I'm closer to the microphone, this is the kind of sound we're going to get. Definitely proximity, I can hear it kicking in, and you can't speak right into this one. So this is kind of what you get with that. Let's also check it out at some different distances. Now I'm sitting really at about 6 inches off this microphone, so we'll back up a little bit. I'm about a foot away from the microphone, and this is the sound that we're getting. Definitely, I expect this microphone to have pickup at range. It's not like a dynamic mic where I expect it to diminish a lot, but nonetheless, we do want it to reject some of the room noise. I'm at about 2 feet away from the microphone, and this is what the sound is like. And again, I can see definitely it is picking me up. I can hear it in my monitoring. Losing, some of the quality, obviously, losing the bass response, picking up a little more of the room echo. But again, what I kind of expect at that distance. And now I'm at about 3 feet off the microphone, and this is about the furthest distance I like to record with from a microphone if I can help it. Other than a shotgun in outdoor use, that's a little different story. But with this type of microphone, I really wouldn't want to be more than 3 feet away from it. So this is the sound you get. And because this is a condenser microphone, I don't expect it to do a great job of rejecting noise around the room. I'm typing on the keyboard while I'm speaking, and this is just to give you an idea of how much background noise you'll be able to hear while you're talking. I definitely think that, it's doing a pretty good job from what I can hear in my monitoring, but I'll listen to it and play back after and see what it's like. This microphone has a cardioid pickup pattern, so we'll go ahead and do the off-axis rejection test. So this, of course, is right in front of the microphone. Now I'll go ahead and I'll turn it to about 90 degrees. So now I'm at 90 degrees to the microphone, and I'm still getting some sound pickup certainly here. I'm rotating around to the back. This is from the back of the microphone, and so I don't expect to get a whole lot of sensitivity here. We'll turn it again another 90 degrees to the final position. So the other 90-degree lobe of sensitivity, and here's what we have. So the pattern on this microphone to my ear seems to be true to the cardioid pickup pattern. I can hear that sensitivity a little bit on either side of the microphone. The back is pretty much cut off. So now that we've done some physical tests with the microphone, again, this has all been unprocessed audio. We'll continue with the unprocessed audio, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and throw it on the boom mount just above me. It'll be just out of frame, so just so you can kind of see the area where it's going to be. So we'll go ahead and test it there, and we'll also do some microphone comparisons here, because after all, I am looking at it for a boom mic, and I'm going to be comparing it to a number of microphones today, as well as quite a few more in the upcoming videos before I make a choice and settle on a boom mic. And so here we are starting out on the Audio-Technica AT2021. I have it mounted just out of frame. It's connected directly to the Focusrite 8i6. I have the gain set to a little over 2 o'clock on this microphone. No processing applied. This is what it sounds like in my space. And now I'm on the AKG P170 small diaphragm condenser microphone. This one's connected directly to the Scarlett 8i6. I've turned the gain down to 2 o'clock. This mic's a little hotter than the other ones. This one is also a cardioid pickup pattern, so I expect it to grab a little more of the room noise like the AT2021. But you can hear what it sounds like. No processing again applied to this microphone. And here we are back on the AT2021, connected directly to the Focusrite 8i6. Gain a little over 2 o'clock. No processing applied to this microphone. Definitely can hear the liveliness of it with a cardioid pattern in this room compared to other microphones, and certainly at this distance. But this is what it sounds like. Let's check out another microphone. And now I'm on the Samson CO2. This is a super cardioid pencil condenser microphone. I have it connected directly to the Focusrite 8i6. I have the gain turned to 3 o'clock. No processing applied to this microphone. This is how it sounds in my studio space. Now we'll go back to the AT2021 again. Once again, back on the AT2021. You could certainly, I think to my ears anyways, hear the supercardioid pattern difference on the Samson CO2. Room was a little less lively. Not saying it sounded better, I'm just saying it was a little bit different. Let me know what you think in the description. But again here, the AT2021, Scarlett 8i6, a little bit over 2 on the gain, no processing. Let's check out another mic. Okay, and now I'm on the Synco Mic D2. This is a shotgun microphone. I have it connected directly to the Focusrite 8i6. I actually have the gain turned down to about 1230. This microphone's a little hotter than the others in this test. I think it does suffer from some phasing issues indoors that I don't get outside, but I wanted to give you a chance to hear the shotgun with the directionality versus the other microphones. And finally, again, back on the Audio-Technica AT2021, into the Scarlett 8i6, gain a little over 2 o'clock, no processing, and so this is what it sounds like. I certainly thought that to my ears, the Synco mic, the shotgun was a little bit more directional, picked up a little less of the room noise, but I don't like the phasing issue that the interference tubes cause in my space. So this is what the AT2021 is like. Now, just to give you an idea of what we can do to this microphone with a little bit of processing in the boom position, we'll fire up Neutron 3 from iZotope and do some tests. All right, so now I'll go ahead and take a look at some processed audio. For this demonstration, I've actually added in the iZotope D-Reverb, just a very small amount of processing to control a little bit of that room noise with this cardioid microphone. And of course, I have Neutron 3 fired up on the screen. So what you're hearing now is the podcast preset on Neutron 3. Again, still into the Scarlett 8i6, gain just a little over 2 o'clock. Nothing different there, but I've added this podcast preset as well as that little bit of deverb. Now we'll try out another couple of options here. Let's go ahead and we'll turn on this loud broadcast VO. So loud broadcast voiceover, this really has nothing in the bottom end. It's really cutting that right off, and it has a gradual increase through the top to really give you that clarity in that high end. So see if you're getting that. Again, this this microphone and these presets are not made for each other. I'm just trying to give you an idea of some very different processing of what you might apply to this microphone. Last, I'll put on Big Broadcast 3, for those of you that still like to maintain that bass even with the microphone out of frame. And so now I have Big Broadcast 3 on, and as you can see, just an enormous boost in the low end here. Small cut in the middle here, minor de-essing. Again, I don't think this microphone really needs it. In the boom position, perhaps in the close mic position, de-esser I think would have been good from my ears. But this is Big Broadcast 3, a microphone out of frame, a little bit of deverb going on, the iZotope D-Reverb, and this is what the sound is like. And so this has been a look at the Audio-Technica AT2021. Of course, we've also taken a look at the Samson CO2, the AKG P170. I'm trying to find a new microphone that I'm going to use for boom application in my studio, so I just wanted to share that those tests and that with you. So again, the Audio-Technica, I like the sound of this microphone. I think it has some very good qualities to it. Really, I'm very rarely disappointed with products from Audio-Technica, but let me know in the comments below what you think, which microphones perhaps you preferred. And of course, we have more microphones I'm testing out coming up for this application. We've got a Sennheiser, we've got a Lewitt. There's some good stuff coming up, so stay tuned for that. And again, I think this microphone is reasonable. It's in the running. And if you found this review interesting, enjoyable, or helpful, think about smashing that like button. It helps other people see this video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.